r/ask Reddit. What negative quality do you actually find attractive? Someone who's a little bit catty. My wife will gladly give someone shit when I'm too much of a nice dude to care. Once she pipes up, I realize that a part of me cared after all. Do you happen to be John Mulaney? My husband doesn't have the best memory when it comes to small things, especially what food is in our house. He often buys something or is gifted something and forgets about it and then gets super excited when he remembered he has it or finds it randomly. It's super cute and I love how excited he gets about little things. It also brings me joy when I can tell he forgot about something and I get to remind him because I know he about to be really happy. I never thought about seeing my sus forgetfulness this way. Thanks for this. Being reasonably nitpicking. If you can analyze the situation and point out the flaws and are willing to have a conversation about that, that is my well button to press. So you're the child my father wanted. I like someone to have a decent nose on them. The kind of nose where people comment on it behind their back. That's an interesting face that I often find attractive. I used to say I respected people who spoke their mind. Then I began to notice that there are so many people out there that just need to keep their mouths shut. So, I like quiet people who just work hard and say hello and goodbye. Whether or not the person possesses any eloquence is a big determining factor as to whether or not they're being obnoxious when speaking their mind. If they're just loud and abrasive, well, ain't nobody got time for that. I find traditionally weird annoying laughs cute. I briefly dated a girl who would shout HA and then snort when she laughed and it drove me ducking wild for some reason. Awkwardness. I find it kind of endearing and usually the more awkward they are the less judgmental they are and it just makes it more comfortable to be around them. Honesty. I spent a few weeks in Russia and it was so refreshing. Someone thought my hat was stupid and another thought my opinions of soccer were all wrong. They say what they think like they're talking about the weather. It feels so good to be around people that say what they think to me instead of behind my back. Taking advantage of situations in the name of efficiency. I love it when a woman shouts and curses at me, preferably in another language. You should marry a Mexican mom. They don't hold back. Gray hair. I feel like it gets a bad rep where I've had people telling me they would cry if they got gray hair. I personally quite like it so such a strong reaction confuses me. My hair started graying last year. I was excited to rock the salt and pepper look in the upcoming years. Glasses. Person can't see proper, but glasses are super cute. Oh my god, my partner is so hot with glasses on. Apparently white trash judging by my last few exes. Oof. Being opinionated. It's such a negative now because of people who are like your opinion is wrong because you don't agree with me. But I love talking or debating about people's opinions because it can open yours or someone else's mind. Clumsiness, awkwardness. I've been in Asia for 15 years now. Basically everything the locals find unattractive, I really like. Dark skin is probably the most common one. All across Asia, they like to be pale. I used to have girls tell me how jealous they were of my light skin. But back home, I was considered pasty and gross. So it's nice for me. But it's funny when locals try to point out someone to me by their features. Yep, he's the dark one over there. Guys, I'm white. I don't know which one of you is the dark one. American. Lived in India for 3 years. Saw this a lot. I had a particularly dark friend who was very handsome. I pointed out a girl to him and he said no, I don't want black children. I just looked at him. I had to think to myself, well, you better not have any then. Nerds. I ducking love it when people are total nerds about some obscure interest. I don't care if it's trains, or snails, or chopsticks. I love passion for knowledge and I could learn so much from you. Also, class clown types, so long as they're not idiotic about it. Deathly pale skin like me bye. Especially with dark hair for me, something about the contrast is so attractive to me. People with a dark or morbid sense of humor. The day my grandpa passed, I was on the drive home with my boyfriend and I said something like, sorry you had to stay out so late. I know it'll be hard to get up for work in the morning. His reply was, it's okay. I'll live. When he realized what he said, the look on his face was that of pure mortification. I thought it was hysterical. Short men. I'm 5 feet 8 inches and love being the taller one. It gives me so much confidence, especially in heels. Men who are very open about their emotions and can cry in front of other people. A lot of people view that as a negative thing. They might want a tough guy who hides that stuff. I find it super attractive and love when men are honest about how they're really doing. My husband is talkative as duck. It's annoying at times, but overall it's a more endearing trait. I also don't mean like a chatterbox talkative. It's just like dating a professor who wants to explain everything from the top very clearly. So that means giving a ton of background to even mundane stories. But he normally makes it interesting. He's like Wikipedia word vomiting at me. I like women that feel inaccessible to me. Chubby bellies. A guy with a cute face and a chubby belly does things to me. I want a girl with uninterrupted prosperity who uses a machete to cut through red tape. Are freckles considered negative? Most people I've met don't like them, but I like them. I love redheads with freckles and green blue eyes. I think they are the most beautiful people. Being a homebody, the ability to just enjoy one another's company without always needing to go somewhere for it to count as being fun. Can't overdo it though. None of this locked in the mansion for 3 years straight binge watching all your favorite shows. On second thought. A girl that curses a lot. In my experience, they always seem to be more goofy and take themselves not as seriously. More fun in general. Guys that are a little odd looking. I've named the subset Sexy Frankenstein. I like clingy. To me it's cute and I like when a girl is so into me she's almost literally attached to my hip. I know small narrow eyes are considered less attractive by most East Asian beauty standards, but I find them very sexy, especially when he smiles. Ugh. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.